Welcome to PigCHAMP. This video is intended to show our PigCHAMP clients who use the Topigs Norsvin Interface how to install the data exchange alongside their program. The PigCHAMP program allows for data entry of reproductive and grow finish information while providing the extensive reporting functionality and detailed validation that you've come to expect. PigCHAMP offers multiple installation options depending on your environment. For those clients that wish to maintain an in-house option, we have a PigCHAMP Enterprise version that can be installed locally. For clients who wish to have online access, we also offer PigCHAMP hosted in a safe and secure cloud environment, eliminating your need for maintenance and IT. PigCHAMP offers multiple interface options from genetic companies to electronic sow feeding systems. Please contact our sales team if you are interested in using them alongside your PigCHAMP program. There are some sections and items within the PigCHAMP program that will need to be added or defined based on your business and organization needs. For existing Topigs Norsvin clients, many of these steps have already been established due to the EDI file. However, there are some additional changes we will note throughout this video. To prepare the PigCHAMP program for the exchange, you will need to decide how the PigCHAMP program is going to recognize individual piglets that were previously identified in the program when they were arrived back into the herd as a gilt, retained gilt, or boar. This option is farm specific, so make sure to select for each individual farm within your PigCHAMP database. To do this, select a farm, go to Farms, Targets and Other Settings, Data Entry Settings, Tattoo and Litter Identities. Then select the option under the Piglet Identity Association in the drop-down box, select Match on Tattoo Alone. Topigs Norsvin would prefer you to use this Piglet Identity Association as this represents the same tattoo assigned to the piglet and the gilt or boar when it is arrived. When you are arriving gilts or boars back into the herd, the selected option will be used to find the piglet that has already been identified within the PigCHAMP database. Based on the link, a pop-up option will be presented to verify that the details associated with the piglet are the same with the animal you are wanting to enter as a gilt or boar within the herd. You may also use the match on both visual identity and tattoo, but both options must be the same for the piglet record and arrival event when associating individual piglets in the InGene API. Now that you've defined the association, you can now arrive an animal into the herd that was previously identified as a piglet. In order to verify that the tattoos entered are unique and are within the defined character limit, you will need to set these items up in PigCHAMP. Having the same farm selected, go to Farms, Targets and Other Settings, Data Entry Settings, Tattoo and Litter Identities. In the drop-down box, select Tattoos must be unique within the farm. Tattoos can also be unique across all of your farms within a single database for multi-farm organizations if you so choose. Then you will define your maximum character limit for the Topigs Norsvin as 8 characters. While entering your individual piglets, the program will validate that the piglet identities are unique to your farm or database and that the tattoo entered does not exceed the 8 characters needed. For the next item in the PigCHAMP program, you will need to define and associate the genetic lines of Topigs Norsvin to your database. Existing Topigs Norsvin clients, please make sure to validate in the lookup item management that the company is available exactly as shown. If not, please create. Using the Lookup Item Management, go to Settings, Lookup Item Management, Genetics Company, and enter your synonym, name, and description. If another genetic company already pre-exists that is related to Topigs Norsvin, like just Topigs or Norsvin, you will need to find the company details. Then, using the merge features, make sure to combine the existing companies with the newly created company. For more details on how to use the merge feature, please refer to the program help files or go to our YouTube channel. Continuing to use the PigCHAMP Lookup Item Management tool, please work with your Topigs Norsvin account manager to accurately define your genetics dictionary that is specific to your farm and organization. The next steps can be done in conjunction with one another. You will see references in the Lookup Item Management feature that will allow you to merge existing items within your database. For more details on how to use the merge feature, refer to the program help files or our YouTube videos. To get started, please select Genetics in the Lookup Item Management tool. You will need to have all the genetic lines for dam, sire, and progeny associated with Topigs Norsvin available within the dictionary that are to be used on the farms in the database. When reviewing your genetic line list, if the genetic line is available but the name is incorrect, select the name text box and change it to the correct genetic line code. Do the same for the description text box if it needs to be altered. If there are various names or definitions for the same lines within your dictionary, use the merge feature to combine the existing into the correct genetic line name. If a genetic line is missing from the list, add the genetic line and details. As a reminder, do not forget to enter the crossbred line codes as well. This allows the PigCHAMP dictionary to translate the genetic makeup of the progeny. An example of a genetic line code entry: to first enter the code Z-line, you will need to enter the name TZZZZ and set genetic company to Topigs Norsvin and then click Save. The individual genetic line names in the lookup item management will need to match the Topigs Norsvin codes. As an example, please refer to the text box below. These synonyms are optional and are just suggestions. To maintain the integrity of pure line data, you will need to associate the Topigs Norsvin company to those genetic line codes that are being used within the database. For lines that are not Topigs Norsvin, please leave blank or assign another genetic company. One item that is necessary for the API to occur is passing the genetics associated with the individual piglets. To eliminate the process of having to select the progeny line when identifying the piglet, we have created the ability to auto-associate the line based on the genetics of the sire and dam used in the resulting mating by defining the genetic cross table in the lookup item management tool. You will need to have all the genetic lines for sire, dam, and progeny listed and assigned to Topigs Norsvin prior to creating the table. Once all the genetic lines are available, you can create the cross tables for each progeny line. For pure lines, the program will auto-create the sire X dam when genetic lines are added to the dictionary items. For additional progeny crosses, please do the following. Select the specific line within the genetic list assigned to Topigs Norsvin. In the Lines item Details tab, select from sire line in the drop-down list. Also select from the dam line in the drop-down list. Then click on the plus sign. Continue this process until all cross combinations have been selected for the specific line. Multiple sire-dam crosses can be assigned to an individual progeny genetics. Click on Save, and repeat all these steps for Topigs Norsvin lines associated to this organization. As an example, based on the TLLZZ table, any matings resulting in the pairing between a sire line of the TLLLL crossed with a dam line of TZZZZ, the progeny will be TLLZZ, TN70 line, and any crosses between a sire and dam with the genetic line will also result in a progeny of the same line. Now that the genetics have been defined, we will move to mapping, removal, and defect reasons. The API passes reasons for both the piglet and female deaths, fold or pull, and piglet defect. For the removal and defect reasons, Topigs Norsvin has created a code list to map standard and user-defined reasons available in PigCHAMP. These lists will be used for mapping your reasons within the PigCHAMP program to the InGene Exchange. Please refer to your Topigs Norsvin Interface user guide for the complete list. To map a standard reason, go to your removal and treatment conditions and select a reason from your expanded list, and then go to Mappings tab, select InGene, and enter the code associated to the selected reason in the value field and add the code to the table. Continue this process for your removal reasons and your defect reasons. For user-defined reason, please find the standard code reason that best fits the description. If a user-defined reason is not compatible with the standard list, please use the code 10000. For the Topigs Norsvin API, you will be required to record the individual piglet identities and details related to the piglet. When working with your Topigs Norsvin account manager, make sure to determine when you are to record the initial piglet identities either at the time of birth, when the piglet is processed and tagged, or at weaning. The following events can be used to identify the piglets in the PigCHAMP program. If you selected to record at time of birth or when piglets are tagged, you will need to also record the specific piglet's identity for subsequent events such as piglet deaths, piglet foster, and weaning events. If you are recording at the wean event, depending on the type of farm, you may need to record all piglets weaned or just those selected as retained gilts. Your Topigs Norsvin representative will be able to advise you on your farm's requirement. To enter the individual piglets into the database, record details related to the piglet and create a piglet list. For subsequent events, you will need to add the piglet identity field to specific events based on when piglets are to be identified within your herd. The table provided in the user guide and in this video will help you determine which data entry events you will need to add the individual piglet information to. As a reminder, the events that individual piglets can be recorded are all associated with the farrowing department. For the specific events where individual piglets need to be managed, you will need to add the data entry field. If there are additional fields you wish to record for the specific event, select and move those over. If there are specific order you want the fields to be listed in, we recommend arranging the order now. There are 2 additional events where fields will need to be added. For these steps, you will also need to use the data item management tool. We are now going to do the gilt or retained gilt arrival setup. Add tattoo, dam identity, and sire identity as a required data field to the gilt arrival and retained gilt arrival event. When entering new gilts, it is important to make sure that the gilt tattoo matches with the individual piglet tattoo when arriving the gilts back into the herd. Please note for the dam and sire identity that this represents the visual ID within the PigCHAMP program. Unless you have purchased gilts from Topigs Norsvin, then this ID would represent the birth tattoo given to the dam or sire. You may select to add these additional fields if you wish to record. Determining the field order for data entry, we recommend that date arrived, gilt identity, and tattoo as the top 3 fields. These events will autofill when saved and linked to the identified piglet within your herd or database. We are now going to do the semen batch event setup. Add boar tattoo and pooled semen event using the data item management tool. You may also select to add these additional fields if you wish to record. You are now ready to enter data. The API exchange will occur daily at the time you have predefined for each in-gene farm available in your database. For detailed instructions on how to manage your individual piglets, please refer to the video link provided or your user guide. After the initial exchange, your Topigs Norsvin representative may reach out if there are any data discrepancies to help you troubleshoot and address any issues within your PigCHAMP program. Now that you have successfully completed the setup, we will do the work for you. The API exchange will occur automatically. Let us know if you need any additional help or press the F1 key while in the PigCHAMP program to access the help files. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our support line, email our sales team, or visit our website.